What's crackling, everybody? I'm Grillmastah. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included. Kind of back to. I've done two episodes, two videos of this, and it's been a while since I made a video. But I said in a previous video that I've been playing this. You guys said you were interested in seeing, and so I figured for my 300 cycle, which is the first time I've ever made it this far. And this is on normal survival. Like I made it to 200, but that was on easy mode. This is on actual survival, so it's been an interesting battle to deal with stress and immune system. Actually, the immune system was weird. There was only one time it got bad. And so, yeah, you can see that I've done a lot here. I generally do this setup where I have things in the middle and then ladders on the sides with spaces so I can have a pole and other just air flow and everything else, pipes and all that jazz. I did not realize until a little while. This has been a constant learning for me. This is one of the reasons why I figured I'd start a new one if you guys actually wanted to see it. But I would come back. Come with this one first, just because I'm amazed on where I've gotten 300 cycles. So I have basically my decor is maxed out in here. Which button are you? Oh, it's so much harder to remember when I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay, so we got room overlay, exosuit overlay. Wait, what? That's new. I actually didn't have that one before. Decor. That's why, because there's more things now. Because I put exosuits just recently. I don't actually have them being used, but I did put them. So yeah, this is the main base. Super happy. Everybody's happy. This is my power plant, which is not happy. And I have a natural gas vein that was right here. I feel really lucky for having this so close to the base. And then at the same time, I basically dug out all the slime here into a cold zone here. And then, that was, my tactic for the slime has been basically dig into it, put deodorizers all along, up and down. I mean, you get so much sand that I've never had a problem. The algae is the one thing I've had a problem with, and the one thing I will have a problem with here soon, in 12 cycles, is this thing turning off and then running out of power here. Which means that my dupes will be running around on manual generators, because I haven't quite figured out the best way for that. In here, I got pacus that I basically put the eggs in here when I find them. They were tropical at one point, and so they were basically just another thing making everybody happy. But unfortunately, they are not anymore. And then I have Wheezewort things all over the place to manage temperatures. At least I used them up until I got... Whoa, it's really warm up here. Oh, because that was... So I've been working my way up to the top, up because I wanted to do the actual rockets, and that's why I was like, well, we're at 300. I'm not quite 2 rockets because I haven't I reached it, but I haven't actually gotten into it yet. So, I mean, what is this little guy? Whoa, what was that? No, what are these? I haven't seen these. Shovel? Okay. You guys excrete regolith, dirt, and iron, and you eat regolith, dirt, and iron. Oh. Okay, what's the point of that? Looks like the surface has been hit quite a few times. Like maybe that stuff being buried under there. Or it has been hit a few times by asteroids. I have no idea. All I know is this is a little bit concerning here. But I don't know exactly how I'm going to set the base up. Like, this is the farthest I've ever been. I have no idea what to do from this point. I have this super pole here, so people can come up here, and they're currently just cleaning things up, because I like to keep everything nice and clean. Cancel this real quick. Boom, boom. And then, I have my little hatch farm here. Another little hatch farm here. With... You have a baby one on there? No, it's a normal one. With shine bugs inside there as well, though. And they were flying around all over the place. I actually had one in here for a little while, but I didn't feed it, I think, and so it died. And then, yeah. So I just have gas here, my ventilation system. If I go into these, it's nuts. So I have tanks here to store it. So when this does run out, hopefully it'll help a little bit longer. But they store it in here, they bring it over all the way back, and then it just constantly goes into these generator here, and then way all along this thing here. Why'd I turn that off? Ventilation. Like, it goes all the way over here to this one and this one. So my power setup is just... It's sheer chaos. Like, I don't have... because I've just... Everything's been new. Everything I've been pushing into has been new. This is scary, by the way. I don't know what to... I just realized it's not dormant anymore. It's been dormant the whole time since I found it. Well, no, we're good. It's good. Okay, the insulated tile's keeping its job. I have my room up here of electrolyzer and gas. So what it's doing, because it's in the cold zone, it is cooling down the entire base. Because I have in the ventilation also. It comes into here, so the hydrogen is pumped into this, powers here. It's also pumped over to this one, which helps power over here. Because I didn't always have the natural gas thing shut off for a little while. And then the oxygen comes flowing over to here, and then goes all throughout the base. So I actually have these things turned off, which, I mean, I guess they're not turned off. Oh, last time I checked, they weren't even filled. They weren't even filling them. I have them at priority 4. They're supposed to be at 4. I must have changed it. 4. Because you don't need to do it a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's been this very just interesting situation to go on. And then I just put down, like the newest thing that I did was put down these metal tiles. Because it makes the decor insane by putting them down. And your little dupes are like super ninjas on them. Like they just tear when they're running on these things. They're so crazy quick. And I researched tubes. I think tubing. Like this is again the farthest I've really gone on research. Because I always made the mistake before of just being like, oh, I want to go straight for right here. And so I just go straight down that line. Or whatever the case may be. And I end up just kind of getting myself in trouble. I think this is really what I wanted to do next, because there's a steam turbine. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to deal with it. But we have a steam vent, so, I mean, given that I'm going to be running out of... This just started, I think. Yeah, 73 cycles. So it hasn't been going very long. And the other one runs out in 12, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to use this, and in the interim of having this thing go down... Yeah, because it goes down 10 cycles, and then it's going to be inactive for a while. I'm hoping that that's going to work. Well, I actually hit a point that it was almost maxed out. But, yeah, so then there's a couple perpetual systems I have in here that I've been using. I did watch one video, like, a while back, and so I knew about this airlock here. This is, like, the ultimate airlock. You just have a little bit of water in here, and especially if they never actually go in. Because I think if they go in, it seems like they deplete the water that's in here. But since they never go in here because it's perfectly set, this is like the ultimate airlock, so nothing ever comes through. I've never had a problem with natural gas. It's been awesome. And then just deodorizers all over the place has kept the slime along the way. The one time that they got really sick, a whole bunch of people, basically everybody, I think it got down to like 33% on every single person here. And it was because I kept having them clear out this gigantic slime chunk, like from here all the way down, like this entire thing was slime, and I've dug it almost all out. But I was having them do it all at the same time, and so yeah, they got a lot of the slime lung. I didn't put enough deodorizers in, but you can see I kind of just place them in like this. So that's how I can kind of clear as I go through the slime really quick. And the only reason we're at 200 is when that natural gas vein went out, I had to spend about 40 cycles, 50 cycles of them, a good chunk of the time basically on these manual generators. I'm not sure what to do when you run out of coal. And so that was the number one source of power, was coal. I ran out of coal and my hatches just don't produce enough. And then I've actually lost some hatches. I think it's because they're too many, overcrowded. But I'm not 100% sure. They're fine in here. No, you're saying cramped too. Hey, stop walking. Yeah, cramped. I slowed its egg production to prevent further overpopulation. Oh. Okay, I mean, I think I had 3 when I got to 200. I had 3 different hatchings. Building lacks resources. Yeah, I don't have any algae. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I always keep these things open so it lets me know. Pufflet prince egg? Ooh. No, that's fine. You can be up there. Like, I've been wondering about, too. I don't know exactly what it does. But I've had a dense pufflet come out. And those things are amazing. In fact, I think he may still be alive up here. No, he just died of elderly age. He was hanging out over here for a long time. But then, yeah, he passed away. And then I have yet to see, I've been watching. There's Dracos here. I've been watching these Dracos. The second I see a Draco turn into a plastic one, I am going to be grabbing that, because I only found out recently when my buddy told me that they do that. I was like, oh, okay. And so, yeah, I have not touched the hydrogen or the chlorine, because it's still kind of a little unknown to me. I know a little bit about the chlorine. I messed with it once, but not too much. But this has been so far the best setup I've had going on this. And they kind of occasionally experience a little bit of hypothermia in here. But for the most part, I have it on Fahrenheit because that's just the temperature degree I know. Most part, they don't really get too cold. A lot of them have clothing because I've gotten into a lot of these different little rooms. Wasn't there a room here? Yeah, it's right here. Right here. This was the room. I'm like, where'd it go? But I've gotten 3 of these neural facilitators. So, like, some of my people are insane. Where are you? The one with Abe. Abe is a beast. 20 athletics, 11 strength, like 15 learning, tinkering. How would you get? It got rock crusher and diver's lungs while doing those things. So Abe is amazing. Now, as far as jobs are concerned, this is where I've been having issues lately, is because I don't quite understand morale. I've been trying to figure this out myself, but it's something that I'm still trying. I just don't quite get. Like, this is for the basic job, and the best part, the thing that really confuses me, I take Meep out, and Meep will still have over here, it'll say that he's overstressed, and it's like, because of his job. But he doesn't have a job anymore, so I don't know what that is. So right now, I kind of just hope that their stress doesn't get too much. I watch it a little bit. As long as it doesn't get towards 60 or 70, I don't really move people around too much. But the only problem I have with this is, because their morale is not that high, some people like Abe here just kind of get a little stressed out more, but I am slowly leveling them up. Like, I know a couple of these, I think Hassan is actually, yeah, it tells me right here, Hassan is maxed out on digging. I don't know, I don't know if it's maybe because he's maxed out in several jobs that he's more stressed here, or it could be, I guess, because he doesn't like the job. Oh, I didn't even think about that until just now. It could be because of that. Current morale is 20. How are these people's morale so high? I mean, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. Sweep. 9. Gotta make sure to keep these get swept up because they don't like to pick them up for some reason. We are full. So this fridge is entirely frost buns. That's all I keep in here. It's just frost buns. And it's maxed out. That's amazing. Our electrical grid in here is all conductive wiring, so it's 2000. And then as far as my power system goes, basically I think I understand the automation right. So the smart batteries here basically make sure that these things don't waste any stuff. Because once they're at 50%, once they deplete, or they go to 50%, it turns on? I'm not 100% sure, I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, so once it gets to 50%, they turn on, and then fill back up. But that's been saving me. That's the only automation that I honestly know. And then I have one here too, which is onto this power line, because the transformer here basically does all of the power on the left side of the base. The transformer here does all the power on the right side of the base. And then out here is where I have some of the hydrogen being pumped to, or natural gas being pumped to. It does, basically, I think it's the top half here, and then the other one goes to the bottom half. And this one up here, I don't even know. This one up here is weird. I basically have this manual generator going, so they'll run on this, and then I have it down here because for the most part, the oxygen's been better here because it's closer where oxygen production is. And I have my little electrolyzer with the gas pump here, so it fills up oxygen here, but it also fills up hydrogen here. And I mean, so far it's worked pretty well. I experimented a lot. I had a lot of different little failures in the easy mode with gases because I didn't know gases too much, and with temperatures. Temperatures killed me a bunch of times in the beginning. I didn't get it at all. Once I got these things, it changed. They're game changers. Basically, I mean, it's what stopped so much heat from coming out. Like I have one here and I have one here, and so it stopped a ton of heat coming from this thing down here because this has been pushing out. And it gets really warm. And I was like, I was worried that these things were going to melt down until I realized that the meltdown point on these, where are you? It's in properties. Meltdown point is 1900 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'm not really worried anymore. And the piping comes out through here. It goes into this wormwort. And even when the other stuff goes out, it goes through this. I keep calling it Wheezewort. Wormwort. It's Wheezewort. It goes through there and then goes through the other one. And then it even comes up through this one. And then I don't think I have it going through this one, though. It just goes below it. But yeah, so it cools it down before it actually hits the base, because I didn't want that to heat up the base in itself. I think it kind of does still. 76 degrees, I mean, it's relatively warm. But it's definitely better than the 97 degrees that's coming out of there. So, I didn't even know if it would work per se. I just figured, I mean, it's going through there and it sits there a while, you know. Sitting there, it's got to be cooling down while it's sitting in there. Only problem I have occasionally is the gas down here filling up, and I'm not sure the best way to deal with that. Like, this, it was entirely carbon, and so I've been using the carbon skimmer to slowly get rid of it. But I'm not sure. And then polluted water is just, I just don't have a solution to polluted water. I have it come into here, which is what the first thing I build every time is I make a normal water place and a polluted water place. I always have my bathrooms over there on the polluted water place. And then this water, I know using the sieve, it puts germs in there, but I've never had an actual issue with it because I never eat this stuff. Never have them. This I literally just made. Like, I went through, oh, we had 301 cycles. It's there, I didn't even notice. Oh. But I've never used this. I've never once used it. I basically researched straight to food here, and then I need to build another fridge. I almost never pause. I'll literally walk away. I'll tell them, be like, I want you guys to all clean this up, and then I'll just walk away. I think we'll be good. I don't think that's going to overpower the grid. No, it's not going to overpower the grid. We're fine. You guys need a priority 9 that, though. And then I'm going to keep the frost buns in there. That's basically all they make is frost buns. But for some ridiculous reason, half the time they don't grab the frost buns. They're like, we're going to eat the mealworms. Like, why? I've been slowly getting rid of them even. I had a bunch of farms here, but I've been slowly getting rid of them because these wheat things are so much better. Like, you get so much, and I had, some of them I haven't touched, so like right here, so many things in the way. Get rid of that. Refined, okay, I didn't realize how much refined gold I have. I have 14 tons. You can go down, oh, you're already down. You're down too, then how is it so high? That's crazy. And I put all these things that produce heat, like the rock granulator, the metal refinery. I every time I've played, since I experienced the heat thing, I put them in the cold zone. Because for the most part, I mean, it keeps it from getting too insanely cold around them. So I don't generally deal with hypothermia too much. Every once in a while when I tell them to dig something up, then I'll be like, oh, hypothermia, but it's not too bad. I also have, like I said, a lot of the jackets and everything because there's been a lot of just little bases I've gone into. Yeah, down here. Here's a good example. Down here, there's sweet wheat grain times 18 times 18 times 18. So, like, there was a couple pockets I dug into that had a lot of those. And so yeah, it keeps that sweet wheat growing. Like, this guy is constantly producing those things. At this point, I could probably stop. I have, wow, 137,000 calories. Or is it, I don't know if it's 137,000 calories or 137 helpings of frostbun. But nonetheless, we have a few. The only problem is a lot of times they will just end up sitting here, so they'll just stack up and nobody will come to clean them up. That's why I'm doing this constantly, making sure. And I know there's like some automation thing I may be able to do, but I don't know that yet. Research complete. Renewable energy, we have it. Okay, so what does it take to make power? It takes plastic. And I haven't gone down there yet. It's basically one direction. I made it all the way to the surface, but I have not gone down to petroleum. I did on my one where I went on easy mode, but because hydrogen and chlorine are, I don't know how to deal with 100%. I know chlorine falls down, hydrogen goes up. So I'm not too worried because I have airlocks I can close if I need to. So it would fill up this area and possibly go up. But I just haven't wanted to deal with that. So I figured I'd go down to this cold zone. Only problem is I started getting down here and I started realizing that there's chlorine and hydrogen there. And I think that that is also hydrogen. So I just kind of stopped that for a little bit. Plus, they were getting hypothermia because of the water. It's 11 degrees. I think it's because they're in the water. You get hypothermia quicker. All I know is it's not good. Oh, and they aren't storing any more ice either. This was one of the things keeping my base cool too, is I tell them to pick up ice and they put it in here. Where's my temperature? Boom. Yeah, you can see the temperature is significantly colder over here because of that. It's like over here it's 94 degrees, the other side of the pool is 57 degrees. That's awesome. I didn't realize it was that much of a difference. I haven't looked at this in a while. But, I mean, all the vents that are flowing in here, you can see, it just creates this nice cool temperature because it's coming from the cold zone into this area. I mean, I can see the venting system, insulated gas at 62 degrees. 70 degrees. But it's because it's flowing out of here. I mean, I guess at the same time it is actually... Oh, if I would have put them over here, it actually would have been better. I didn't even think about that because it would have been a little bit cooler. But they are flowing through here, which cools it down. It's one of the things I enjoy about this game so much, is the factor that... What is happening here? Just deconstruct you. There's no point for you. That's weird. I don't know how that happened. There's a lot of carbon dioxide down here. I know there's like slicksters down there or something. That's one of the reasons I do want to go down. Whoa! There's a lot more water in here than there was before. Like, this was down to here, and it hasn't filled up the whole time I've been here. Now it is slowly filling up. Does that mean the pressure in here? Yeah, the pressure is... Wow. That is the most intense pressure I've seen. I don't know if there's like a pressure point this will break at. I kind of hope not. I haven't had to deal with this. There was a volcano up here. You may have seen that when I was up here earlier. It's slowly burying itself. It has been, like, I dug that up and I immediately, as soon as I saw what it was, covered it up with these, because that's why I stopped here and started going up a different path. Because I didn't want to deal with that. It was, I don't remember how hot it was, but there was molten stuff up here. And even in the cold zone, there was molten stuff up here. I was like, yeah, I don't want to mess with that. And so, for the most part, I haven't really gone up there. But, yeah, I did go up through the slime. Because slime, I don't really have a problem with. I mean, slime lung, I just figure it's just like, you know, any kind of sickness stuff. You don't want to mess with it too much. And the cold, I like opening these cold zones because it basically kills the germs. And so, I mean, even, yeah, I got a little bit of slime lung down here. 3,000. But if I go over here, there's almost 1 million slime lung on that slime. So that's... And they'll take that and they'll put it in the base. Not in the base, but they'll bring it down to... they carry it above our base. Down to here. To our algae producers. But even when they produce it with the slime, they take the algae inside that has all that stuff, and it just kind of spreads through here. And then dies pretty quickly. I think it's because there's lack of polluted oxygen. And then I store all my slime in the actual water down here, so I don't actually have gas leaking out or anything. This stores oxalate. Or critter eggs, if I have critter eggs, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, there's none in there right now. But oxalate stays in here, because again, it doesn't leak out if I ever need oxalate for anything, which so far I haven't. Then I have something to produce it. What is this? That's the seed? Oh, okay. I've never grown these ones. What do you take to grow? Can I actually just grow this on my base? It doesn't need any sort of... No. I mean, it is growing in hydrogen. It says it takes phosphorus, though. I don't think I really have any. That would be... farming? No. Yeah, farming. Agriculture. Fertilizer, phosphorus. We have 16 tons of phosphorus? Okay, do I have any of those seeds? Let me try growing some of those. Get rid of some of these. Deconstruct. 9 priority. I'm trying to think exactly how I want to do this. There. I really hope there's no wiring behind there. Nope, there wasn't. Okay. Oh no! Yeah, no, that's right. I did good. I did good. We're okay. Okay. I thought I did bad for a second. Where's food? Farming tile. This is what I want. Rotate. Why is R not rotate? I've thought that to myself so many times. Why is R not rotate? There we go. Okay, build those things up real quick. That is 9 priority, right? No, it's not. They don't have anything else to do they? Generally, if I build something, if I'm doing something specific, it's on 9 priority. But it does every time you start the game, it resets it. Okay, so you guys are all doing that? Alright. There we go. Grow some peppers. Grow some peppers. And grow some peppers. Oh, crap. What am I missing? Fertilization? Phosphorate? You should be able... We have that. There we go. Okay, so they're doing that, and I also have to do this. Where are you? Plumbing? I guess just put it here? Yeah, I just get the... I should probably turn this back on. For now, enable building. There we go. Come down, turn that on real fast for me, please. Thank you. Alright. And I've had 10 dupes this whole time. Actually, I think I had 11. I think I did have one person die. In the very, very beginning because they got... Yeah, because they did something stupid. They climbed on top of something. And they got stuck up there. Because they destroyed the ground underneath them. Or whatever it was. And I didn't notice at the time. It's just like, suffocating, suffocating, suffocating. I'm like, what? I clicked on them and they just died. Like, oh. But other than that, everybody's been fine. Haven't really had a food issue other than once. And then we dealt with mealworms. Then we got in the cold zone. We have not had an issue since we got in here. Especially here. Is there water on you? Is that why? Yeah. Mop. 9 priority. And it's cool. I mean, like, at this point, they're so just set. I could literally, I get up and just walk away for 10, 15 minutes. Come back. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Just run around doing their thing. Generally, if I do that, I will just be like, alright, well, you know what? You haven't swept up for a while, so sweep up this. You know, anything that's just happened to be laying on the ground, keep it all nice. Have them all sweep it all up real fast. Especially in here, because that happens a lot. Where they just leave the seeds laying around and everything. Or when I was redoing all of my floors into metal. There's just the thing of algae sitting up here. How have I not noticed this? Why? Why did that fall down? All of a sudden gold just fell down. I don't know why. Oh, they're probably taking you up here and had to go to the bathroom. What is this here? Deconstruct you. 9. And I can't get to you, so... I didn't realize ladders actually caused negative decor. And so I had ladders all over the place. And then when I found that out, I was like, well, okay. I've been going through and I've been slowly destroying ladders. Like this area, if you look at decor, it's so bad. I didn't know until I was... Again, my buddy told me that the decor... The wires have negative decor to them. So the wire that's sitting there, because I have so much heavy wire there, it's negative 607 decor. It's crazy, and you can't hide it behind walls or anything. I mean, yeah, no, it does. It shows up. Okay, I was like, does it... Maybe it doesn't show up as much behind the ladder, but it still does. And I have so many paintings down here. I threw up these things everywhere that I could. I mean, I could throw up another one here, I guess. But then I was like, oh, I'll put tiles here. And so I put tiles all across it. And then I realized, oh, wait. These algae things will drip down through here. And so it ended up piling up. So I had to clear that back out, put it back to mesh. And now it's perfectly fine. It all just drips down here. It all comes down here. Some point we may end up having a problem with wastewater, but haven't really had one so far. This was at one point filled up to here. But then I just turned this thing on. Filled up here, and we've been set since. I need to prioritize you, I just realized. My farms, I like to keep at level 9. And because I have my coal generators so far down right now, like they don't really get used because the natural gas goes all the time. These guys have been going nuts on producing coal for me. So that is so awesome. Sweep. I actually kind of want you guys to hurry up on this one. Keep that nice and clean, because I think that's what they're whining about. No, you're a tiny baby. Tiny baby. And I don't know exactly what it is. So we can feed them specific things, I guess, and they will transform into other things. There's a stone hatchling I may still have alive. I don't know. I think he died of old age. Yeah, he died of old age. Unfortunately, he never reproduced another stone hatchling. I don't know exactly how to get them. And then there was a sage hatchling on one of my other games I got. Eats dirt, eats sedimentary... Oh, it tells you right there. Its probability increases when the creature eats sedimentary rock. Eats dirt. What are you eating right now? Isn't it sedimentary rock? No, it's sandstone. Alright, we're switching it up. Switching it up. I want to see what those things have. So wait, what about you guys? What about these? Shine nymph? Grizzly bear? Oh, grizzleberry. I don't think I have grizzleberries. No, I don't. We have a ton of frost buns. Bristleberry. Wait, I can make the other ones then, can't I? Gristleberry, yeah. The food thing, I don't 100% understand either. Like, I don't know if there's a way I can tell them to eat a specific food, but a lot of times they'll just eat the mealworm, and it's like, but that doesn't, no. It gives them -1, and they get all super unhappy, and they're mad, and they're upset. And then at the same time, I did early on, I learned to do this. Set them up priorities. Have at least 4. I need to switch somebody up, no wonder. I haven't done this for a while, and I'm getting a few new poople. I don't know what came out as poople. Meep, you can come down here. Meep, where'd you go? Right there. Alright. So yeah, there basically is always somebody working. Yeah, okay, I'm like, I think so, because there's, yeah, this is, so no matter what, somebody is working. That way if something happens, that somebody else can come up and help them. Then, I mean, like, kinda sums up a good chunk of what's happened. I mean, so you can see these walls here. I close off big, massive sections because the last one I was playing, one of the big problems I also had was running into oxygen. Are you going off right now? Rising pressure? I've never actually seen this thing go off before. Does that mean it's about to go off right now? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? The temperature isn't even that bad in here. No, I don't know. Overpressure. Is it gonna explode? It says it's emitting magma right now. This is weird. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really had a problem with it since I buried it. It's just kind of like, we'll just sit here and go all crazy. You're doing it again. Oh, overpressure is in like, no, that's definitely not. There is 12 kilograms of oxygen in here. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. That is like a... Jesus. That's almost like a solid state. There's a vacuum right here. How did that happen? How did a vacuum form? This water's been going down here the whole time. I'm sorry. There's little things here and there that amaze me, and I still don't... I put a lot of hours into this game. I can't even tell you how many hours, because I don't know. It's a lot. I told my buddy about this, and he's been playing it since. He just told me I hate you because he told me about this game. It's too much fun. Like, he always starts over though. Job mastered. General engineer job. No way. See, they just go through this like so quick when I put them on them. Current morale is 18. Holy crap. Okay, Abe, I haven't been looking at it because I've been... See, that's... It's funny, too, because it's like, when I don't record, playing a game is... I'm focused. I'm doing it. I know what I'm doing. When I'm recording, it's a different story. I'm like, everything's chaotic. Everything is crazy. Trying to remember exactly what my plans were. I think I have a bunch of phosphorate when I dug up this area. Because I think this is the only area that was kind of in... Yeah, there's chlorine right here. Wait. Where did that chlorine come from? I actually don't know where this came from. I'm thinking about it now. I honestly have no idea. Why are you saying that there's no power? Why is my water... Why did the wire break? Whoa. Why did the wire break? I'm actually not sure why that broke. I think maybe because I connected it to the heavy wire and it didn't like that. That may have been the reason. I know somebody needs to come down and fix that. But yeah, chlorine, that's the first I've experienced. No, it didn't come out of here. I have no idea where that chlorine came from. That's slightly concerning. Is there a bleach stone down here? Or is there a puff making it? I didn't even think about that. I know there's a puff that'll make chlorine. It is a very possible thing. I don't know. Where are all you guys going? Are you guys still cleaning up in here? Is that what's happening? Oh, you know what? Just cancel that. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was telling you guys to come up and clean like that much stuff. I don't think they really have anything better to do. I think that's why they're doing it. So this water is 114 degrees. Why is this water 114 degrees? Why is that water 114 degrees? Okay, you know what, guys? You guys got a furniture. Let's come put this thing right here. And then over here, there should be one I can get to. Yeah, right here, uproot. So they'll build that. There we go. Make you a 9 priority. They'll come over, they'll get this one, and then I can plant it over there. I think when Buddy just asked me, how do you deal with the slime lung? I went into the slime biome and now have 3 of my dupes are sick. I mean, honestly, it's like, it's all about the deodorizer. Deodorizer and making sure, like, I'll dig out a big chunk, put a deodorizer in there, and then, like, seal it off with airlocks. Like, that's what this whole section was at one point, was an airlock. And this is how I went into the slime. I went down into it, walled it off, put the slime into this one at the time that was fully sealed off, so they literally only went in there. The deodorizer here, and there was a deodorizer here. I think I even had one in the middle, like, right here. I overdo deodorizers. But at the same time, like I said, I've never run into a problem of having filtration medium. I have 87 tons of sand, and you can see how many deodorizers I have. And they're all going. Like, in fact, most of my deodorizers are even at priority 9. So I make sure that they're, like, fully going all the time. Don't ever have to deal with any sort of polluted oxygen or anything. And, like, if I watch this, if it starts hitting... All of them hitting 33, that was the first time I've ever let it get that low, and it's because I didn't notice. And then I looked up and was like, oh god, I think it was one of the times I may have been walking away, too. I was like, they'll be fine, and they were almost not fine. But all I did was literally I just closed this, I didn't even lock it. I just go to this, and I just go boop, boop, nobody can go through. And they just didn't go through again. They just sat there, and once it was all gone and everything, this all down here is fine and everything. They were good. Everything was fine. Everything was good. And I could destroy all these deodorizers, but I feel like that's the biggest reason why we haven't had a problem. But yeah, this is cycle 308 now. So I'm gonna keep on going on this one. I want to see how far I can make it. I'll be back with you though more when we get farther along, or let me know if you guys want me to start a new one, and we'll go through that one too. I do want to try to see, at least try to get like to space a little bit more, deal with that, maybe try to get these Atlas suits up and running. I dealt with them once, but I didn't quite get them working right, I don't think. And I was going to do a tube here, which I may do in the future, because I don't know how that works, but it takes plastic, and I don't know how to get plastic without going down to this area, which is where the slime thingies are. I never got down to them. I found them, I saw them, they look a little cool, and yeah, I couldn't actually do anything because there was just no way for me to get down there. When people, the suits, I didn't get the suits. I really didn't. Like, they kept going in, but they run in like 5 feet and they run back out, and then they put the suit away. That's why I have this bathroom here. I'm thinking that was the issue, so I built the bathroom here, and that way they can run in, come back out, use the bathroom, and go right back in. Instead of having to run in, go all the way down here. Oh, actually, they run in, they go down here, go over to here, come up here, oh, bloop, 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 and then over there. It's a long flipping distance. Alright, let's plant you. There we go. That should hopefully help with some of our heat. I don't understand why it's so hot, though. I'm thinking maybe because the water was originally in here, but for it not to have cooled off a little bit? I don't know. Because I did have to dig through here. That's why this wall's here. Oh. Wall's 142 degrees. The fire pole is 140 degrees. Wow. I may slap up one of these. I may just dig into this from right here. I don't know. It is nice and clean water, though. No, I lied. There's polluted water right there. Alright. I think I'm going to end it here for now, though. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. And like I said, let me know if you guys want to see, you know, me start from the beginning and we can work our way up. You can let me know. Also, if I have things that are too, you know, like, I'm sure there are things that, like, this whole area is just sheer and utter chaos. Just because this natural gas, I didn't know how to deal with it. And this worked pretty well, though. It's been perfect. I mean, I haven't had a single issue with it. And it's nuts. But I know the rest of this is chaos. This isn't bad. This one, I like this. But this is a nightmare. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.